Hey everyone, how you doing today? Happy Monday, August 3rd, 2026. We're in store for another good one, so buckle in. But before we begin, I hope everyone had a great weekend. And just some things coming across my timeline this morning. What can we say? There's so much to say. Um, the thing that comes to mind first is that there is certainly a push back. Uh, and it might seem insignificant. It might seem uh, compared to the general forward positive movement. It's still little little bumps in the road. And but the point is that no momentum, none. There should be no momentum given, absolutely none, because there's just too much at stake. And so that being said, we should support each other, especially we're all we're in different arenas doing different things, but the general you know conflict between what's right and what's off. I'm not saying there are discussions and conversations shouldn't be had, but some of these things are I mean, so there should be no resistance tolerated, and we should support each other um in the uh, various platforms and different arenas that everyone's um, actively working in. So I certainly will be, and I mean everyone should know that we're all watching. Everyone should know that we're all we're supported in this, right? Because no one wants to be swallowed up by the mob, okay? By the um, okay. So this video is titled "Honoring Parents: A Sacred Path to Personal and Collective Redemption." That's what we want. We don't want ongoing conflict. We want to reach the finish line. We want to move past certain points so that we don't have to keep revisiting them. Right? Among the many relationships that shape a human life, few carry as much spiritual weight as the relationship with our parents. Honoring them is not merely a social expectation or a cultural custom. In the Torah's vision, it is a sacred commandment with the power to shape character, heal generations, and even contribute to the redemption of the world. Today, we explore the principles, power, and effect of honoring parents, and why this practice is so important for bringing greater light and redemption. This teaching is universal for every person who has parents, or who carries the complex emotions that often accompany this relationship. Rooted in the eternal Torah and illuminated by the insightful wisdom of Chassidic masters, we will discover that honoring parents is one of the most profound ways we align ourselves with the divine order and help prepare the world. The Torah places the commandment to honor parents among the Ten Commandments, side by side with the most fundamental principles of faith and morality. Honor your father and your mother, so that your days may be lengthened upon the land that the Lord your God gives you. The commandment is unique. It is one of the few for which the Torah explicitly promises long life. The sages explain that honoring parents is considered equal in weight to honoring God himself, because parents are partners with the Creator in bringing a person into the world. The Torah requires not only outward respect, but also care, consideration, and the avoidance of causing them pain in words or actions. Even when the relationship is difficult, the Torah does not lightly dismiss the obligation. It calls for a careful, dignified approach that seeks to uphold the parent's honor while maintaining healthy boundaries. The commandment is not dependent on whether parents were perfect. It is rooted in the objective reality that they were the channel through which life was given. In this way, the Torah elevates the parent-child relationship into a spiritual practice with lasting consequences for both the individual and the wider world. Chassidic masters revealed deeper dimensions of this commandment. The Baal Shem Tov taught that parents are the primary channel through which a soul receives its unique portion of divine life force. To honor them is to honor the flow of blessing that sustained one's existence. When we treat parents with respect, we strengthen that channel and open ourselves to greater spiritual and material blessing. In Chassidic thought, the relationship with parents is also a training ground for our relationship with God. Learning to show gratitude, patience, and reverence toward imperfect human parents prepares the heart to relate with humility and love toward the perfect Creator. The Alter Rebbe emphasized that acts of honor toward parents elevate holy sparks that are bound up in the family line. Each generation has the power to refine and elevate what was unresolved in previous generations through sincere respect and care. Even when parents have caused pain, Chassidus encourages a path of inner work that seeks to separate the divine spark of the parent from any harmful behavior. This does not require denying reality or remaining in harmful situations. Rather, it calls for a spiritual maturity that can hold complexity while still choosing the path of honor where possible. In this way, honoring parents becomes a profound act of repair, spiritual alignment type repair that ripples both backward and forward through the generations. The principles and power of honoring parents carry deep spiritual significance for every soul. It strengthens the flow of blessing. Respect for parents opens channels of longevity, stability, and divine favor. It heals generational patterns. Choosing honor can interrupt cycles of pain and transmit dignity instead of woundedness. It cultivates humility and gratitude. Recognizing the gift of life itself softens the heart and expands the capacity for appreciation. It elevates family sparks. Acts of genuine respect gather and refine the spiritual energy of the family line. It contributes to collective redemption. Societies and communities are strengthened when the fundamental relationship between generations is treated as sacred, as something honored. Healthy honor between parents and children creates a foundation for broader social healing. How can we practice honoring parents in real life? First, speak with respect. Even in disagreement, choose words that preserve dignity. Express gratitude. Acknowledge the gifts, however imperfect, that came through them. Offer practical care. Where possible, support their physical and emotional needs with patience. Maintain healthy boundaries. Honor does not require accepting harm. It is possible to protect oneself while still seeking a dignified posture. Pray for them. Include their well-being in your prayers, which itself is a form of honor. Work inwardly. When the relationship is painful, do the inner work of separating the divine spark from any wounds, so that resentment does not define the bond. That's a good one. Honoring parents rooted Honoring parents is far more than a social duty. It is a sacred practice that strengthens the soul, heals generations, and contributes to the redemption of the world. Every sincere act of respect becomes a channel for light that blesses both the giver and the receiver. So, no one's saying don't do therapy. Don't acknowledge the imperfection. The point is, despite the imperfection, respect and honor what was given to you. Firstly, life. The fact that you're here, right? Came through parents, right? And in terms of creating the physical body, right? The vessel. They created the vessel for you. And then God blessed you with the soul. Three partners in creation. Um, and so the point is like the heal the generational wounds is to acknowledge the imperfection, understand, how it has affected you, and to work on um, changing the course of that so that it doesn't get passed down to your kids, and from their kids. It stops with you, okay? And it heals you, right? Okay, this week consider one way you can more fully honor your parents through words, actions, prayer, or inner work. Trust that this effort matters more than you know. If this teaching resonated with you, share in the comments, what does honoring parents mean in your life right now? Or what challenges and opportunities do you face in this area? Like if these words brought insight, inspiration to your heart, subscribe for more explorations of Torah, Chassidic wisdom, made alive for our time, and turn on notifications. May you find the wisdom and strength to honor the channels of your life. May your respect become a source of healing across generations. Until next time, honor with sincerity, heal with courage, and let your relationships become pathways of redemption. Everyone, happy Monday. Be healthy, be happy, be blessed. Have a great week. Um, and let's go out there and support each other. Okay? Remember, no momentum, no pushback. Tolerate. Okay? Thank you.